So this is a massive event that I just couldn't get out of my head, of a massive crossover between Sailor Moon, Steven Universe, Tenchi Muyo, Power Rangers, Transformers, and Ultraman. So we've got about like 6 different properties going on here in this massive event called Sailor War. Also for Ultraman, it's Ultra 7. So I should have said that, but yeah. Anyway, let's get started with Sailor War. Anyway, so the story begins, it's set after the events of Sailor Moon. And essentially what it is that Galaxia's gone, Sailor Moon defeated her, and Sailor Moon is, you know, she's kind of living her best life. It's all cool. But then she gets, she basically is just out one night on a date with Mamoru, and what happens is a giant spaceship comes down from the sky saying, Sailor Moon, you're under arrest, you know, you need to come with us. And of course, giant spaceship does attract attention because this is a Jirian spaceship. So the Galaxy Police Force have announced themselves to basically be like, you come with us now, Sailor Moon. And she's like, well, I don't know who you are, and I'm not going with you. And she's like, and keep in mind, this is like end of series Sailor Moon. This is like God, essentially. So you're, it's like asking God to come quietly. But of course they're like, well, we knew this was going to happen, so you're going to come with us or he's going to make you. And then she's like, who's going to make me? And that's when Ultra 7 steps in. And of course, she's like, that's Ultra 7. And Ultra 7 is just like, come quiet, like, you need to come with us. I don't want to fight you. And Sailor Moon's like, well, I'm not going with you. So, of course, the Galaxy Police Force and Ultra 7 proceed to try to apprehend her, leading to Sailor Moon getting into a fight. And as the old saying goes, if the Sailor don't win, then we'll all jump in. Because the rest of the Sailor Guardians, like Mamoru basically tells everyone, hey, so Usagi is getting attacked by an alien, and like, there's a giant, oh, she's fighting Ultra 7, you guys gotta come down here, quick. So all the other Sailor Guardians, like, they basically come in, they jump, they all show up and proceed to fight in the middle of Japan. So you've got alien Sailor Guardians and Ultra 7 just throwing down. Of course, this does not go unnoticed because Tenchi and the others, Washu is just basically like, hey, why is a Jirian ship in the middle of Tokyo? Tenchi's not there. I'm not there. Ayaka's not there. And she like pulls it up and is like, oh, that's bad. We should probably look at that. So she basically tells everyone else, like, hey, Jirai's here, and we're working with an Ultra, and they're fighting the Sailor Guardians. And Tenchi's like, you just said so much that I can't process right now. And that's when Ryoka goes, we're about to process a lot more because there's a jet coming at us. And Tenchi's like, excuse me? It's Six Shot. Six Shot shows up and immediately just starts opening fire on the Masaki household, leading to defense. And Six Shot is just like, I've always wanted to fight a Jirian. Like, fighting true warriors of Jirai is going to make me so happy. So everyone engages Six Shot, and he is holding his own because, again, he's basically capable of having 6 different forms. And he's constantly changing form, so he can keep up and keep everyone on the back foot. This does lead to Six Shot killing Yosho, Tenchi's grandfather, and Six Shot gets damaged by Tenchi, and he's like, I wasn't prepared for this, and this would have gone a lot better if you had just given me the girl. And he's like, you came here for a girl? And they're like, Tenchi doesn't want to hear it because his grandfather was just murdered. Ayaka's losing her shit because her brother's now dead. And they're like, you came all the way here to try to kidnap one of us? And he's like, yeah, but I can't, I'm not going to fight all of you, so I'm going to have to report back. So Six Shot takes off, and everyone's just in a state of panic. It's about this time because they were like, we don't know what's going on with the whole thing with with the Sailor Guardians, Ultra 7, and and the Galaxy Police Force. Then a Cybertronian shows up and immediately just starts opening fire on all of us. What's that about? So during this big fight, eventually Usagi just tells everyone, like, hey, what is going on? So basically, Ultra 7 reverts back to Ken, and he basically tells the story of, like, hey, so the Galaxy Police Force approached the Ultra Guard saying they needed Ultra 7's help. I'm secretly Ultra 7, and you fucked up. You fucked up bad. And Usagi's like, what happened? So the Galaxy Police Force explained that, like, you killed Galaxia, and in doing so, she had been consuming the star seeds of all the Sailor Guardians. So when you killed Galaxia, all those star seeds dispersed into the galaxy, and now new Sailor Guardians are showing up. And Rei, is Sailor Mars, is like, that should be a good thing, right? Like, Usagi did a good thing. I'm surprised I said that. And they're like, no, because the galaxy's freaking out. One, because we've been doing just fine since then, but now we're really terrified that, like, we could have another Galaxia show up. Like, it didn't take much for Galaxia to go nuts. So, and also there are forces out there that are trying to exploit this situation. And she's like, Usagi's like, you could have just come here nicely and explain that before the fight. And they're like, yeah, but we're also, like, there's another reason why we came, because you're kind of the problem. And not only that, and Usagi's like, let me cut the bullshit right out. You think I'm the one who defeated Galaxia, so obviously I'm powerful enough to be the next, like, Galaxia level situation. And they're like, yeah, so can you come to Jirai with us? It's also said that the Ultras, the father of Ultra, literally told the other reason why Ultra 7 is working with them, because the father of Ultra appeared before Ultra 7 is like, team up with them. This whole Sailor situation is out of control. You gotta help. So that's why they're working together. The Ultras and Jirai are working together. So everyone piles into the ship. They go. Tenchi and the others are, like, still reeling from Yosho dying and their home just actually getting bombed. Tenchi's like, I want answers. And Ayeka's, like, right with him. And Washi was like, I'm not blaming you, but, like, we need to get some answers. Like, we can't just go in half-cocked. I mean, that's a Cybertronian. They're like, well, don't the Autobot, like, that? I saw the insignia, that was Decepticon, so can we just get some answers from Optimus as to why one of Megatron's people attacked us? And sure enough, what does happen is that the Autobots show up on their doorstep and are like, hey, we found Teletran detected him, and I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner. But so Tenchi and the others explain, like, hey, what happened? They're like, we don't know, but they're like, well, he wanted one of us. He wanted us to give up one of the girls. And Optimus is like, well, that's odd. We should probably, if it's from Cybertron, we should probably make contact with them. Meanwhile, you have Little Homeworld, who ends up getting attacked by Darkonda. And Darkonda attacks the Crystal Gems. Steven and the Crystal Gems fight back. And that's when the Power Rangers show up, too, to assist, because Zordon basically detects Darkonda there, and they help fight back. Darkonda dips, but he was basically, like, looking for something. So the Rangers and the Rangers and the Crystal Gems are like, we should probably figure out what's going on here. So we should go. We should go to Homeworld, because turns out Peridot basically explains, hey, so we used to hire out Darkonda during our Conquest days for extra help, for extra muscle. We should probably talk to Homeworld. I don't think it was them, but someone definitely hired out Darkonda, and we need to figure out what they're looking for. So the Rangers and Homeworld they go. So you got Tenchi's crew and the Autobots going to traveling to Cybertron. The Rangers and the Crystal Gems going to Homeworld, excuse me. And you've got the Ultras, Galaxy Police Force, and Sailor Moon all going to Dry. And yeah, it's a big story. In fact, I think it might be too big for one video, so I think I'm going to leave it off here. You guys tell me in the comments below, do you guys want a part 2? Because this is a really big story. And just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.